When the night closes in, that's the name of this next piece from Frank Proctor, Away the Gun. He looks at some of the coolest night vision technology out there.
What's up, y'all? Frank Proctor with Way of the Gun Performance Shooting, back out the range again. As y'all can see, the night's closing in. All right, and when the night closes in, time to get ready for that. What we're gonna look at now is gonna use some use an IR laser and some PDS6s. This stuff is from friends over at Summit Night Vision Group. Excellent dudes. If you hadn't checked them out, go do that. We got here, forget which version of the civilian legal D-ball this is, but it's got an kind of big, but got an excellent illuminator on there. We'll see that at night, how much light this thing throws out. What do we use these things for? So you can see in the dark, you know, for civilian application, fun. Go out and shoot at night, shoot some steel at night, it's kind of fun. Predator hunting, legal in some places. Hog hunting, I believe, is legal in some places with nods. Check into where you live and find that out for yourself. Using the thing for whatever your application is. We talked earlier about, you know, with our flashlight, our white light setup, if we need to put a laser, we also need to be able to operate that laser, turn it on and off from a position that's really beneficial to shoot the gun. In the case of this one, what we got going on now, that tape switch is beneficial. So my hand's in a place where it can turn the white light on and turn this laser on and not really block the flood, okay? We'll use the flood quite a bit to look out there and identify some stuff, see what we need to see. If you're into the predator hunting side of the house, this thing will absolutely make eyes kind of light up out there, so you can kind of get vectored in on stuff a little bit easier. Considerations there, wherever you put this thing, where your hand needs to be to work with the gun, you don't want to block either. You can get away a little bit on blocking some of the illumination, but we're going to be using this IR laser to aim with, okay? Gonna need to keep from blocking that. We won't have any issues in this setup here. Other things to consider. This one's also got a push button switch over there as well. Other considerations there too, know your equipment. If you're working with it in the dark and you need to do things like change batteries or change settings, and this thing, like most of them, have the availability to go from different modes: high laser, high infrared or high infrared laser, low flood, high flood, etc. All right, be able to know where those are, get familiar with the equipment so you can change those things at night. They also have filters. All right, usually always some sort of filter on the illuminator, or rather on the pointer, and then quite often on the illuminator as well. You won't always have the same combination that works right for the situation and the ambient light that you're in. Sometimes the laser being really bright, you know, on reflective targets, will kind of bloom out, kind of make it hard to aim with, etc. So adjust around, find the setting and combination of filters that works right for what you're using in. And once again, knowing where those things are by feel in the dark. Batteries, where the batteries are, how to change them, kind of a big deal in the dark too for tactical shooters. Same thing goes for your nods on your helmet there. Adjustments. Something to be said for adjustments. If it can adjust, it can unadjust. If you've done a whole bunch of work around in the dark and, you know, in some adverse conditions and such, if it's got an adjustment on it, it'll find a way to unadjust, and that makes it kind of hard for you to see. Something I started doing with a sling on the last deployment there, instead of kind of trying to carry this thing around at the low ready and then turn the flood on when I needed to see, you know, kind of gets old after a while. You know, kind of lazy. You know, if you're doing kind of a lot of patrolling kind of thing, I was like, well, heck, I got this 2-point sling. Let me adjust that thing to where it kind of hangs. Now if I'm patrolling, as the gun's kind of pointing in a safe direction, like, hey, let me see what's out there. Turn the laser on there. Hey, if it's something I need to shoot, we just mount the rifle kind of from a high ready type mount there. We're able to get the thing into operation and not get fatigued. And that's beneficial as well. Shooting the gun with a laser. You can, absolutely, yeah. You could do some commando stuff and hold it, you know, kind of shoulder level or underneath your armpit there and shoot. However, there's no other time in your life in the daytime where you're gonna really run a gun from that position. So I'd have yourself set up to where you mount. Now you won't be able to get behind the sights there, but we'll kind of modify where our head lives so we can mount the rifle and control recoil and move it target to target if we need to, and have it kind of parked underneath our nods. Mentioned a co-witness 0. Go ahead and take a peek at that real quick. So we just threw this light on, or this laser on, turn this thing on there and kind of zero it to my EOTech. At distance, the furthest distance I can see, preferably around 200. And this one is really close. Just need a little bit there. Okay. All right, that's what we got. That's what it looks like at night if you've never seen it. Using an IR laser and an IR illuminator to help us find stuff to shoot, aim with, and see it through some nods. That's what we got for now. We'll see y'all next time.
Trigger Time TV is brought to you by Crossbreed Holsters, Osprey Armaments, Troy Industries, Troy Defense, BCM, Bravo Company USA, Keltec, Nemo Arms, Tactical Walls, Dark Angel, Mission First Tactical, EOTech, Mayflower Research and Consulting, Streamlight, closed captioning provided by Wiley X, and Trigger Time TV ammunition provided by Freedom Munitions.
Hope you enjoyed the show. We had a lot of fun putting it on for you. As always, we'd like to dedicate this show to the United States Marine Corps. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.